Hey, I'm recording this because I just want to share something really interesting for me. I was supposed to be at work right now, but I turned off my clock, so I record this video. I need to record this because I want to share my thoughts. I want to write this one in like a journal or something, but writing right now is not fun. I think recording my thoughts would be a better way to do it. Also, if somehow people will watch it, I think you guys will kind of agree with what's in my mind right now. So, earlier this morning, I was watching this YouTube video far from YouTube channel I just subscribed. But yeah, it's basically a channel that talks about it's basically a channel with funny drawings in it, and then mostly an information uh, kind of educational channel, but in a fun way, in a fun story way. But it has doodles, drawings, cartoon drawings in it, so it's really fun. I forgot the channel's name. I think when I find the channel's name, I'm gonna put that in the description of this video so you guys can look it up. So the channel, the video specifically that made me really subscribe to that channel earlier this morning was the video about how do prehistoric humans spend their daily lives. I think that's what the video is all about. So that's the video I watched. So I think it's a fairly popular channel and video. So probably you guys have watched it already. So there they met the the speaker, the one talking mentioned, and it's based on historical facts with historians really studying it. And by just by common sense, if you think about it, what do people, if no work there's no work around, like employment, what will people do with their life, what with their free time? So it talked about how people spend their lives before prehistoric times. So I think they use on morning 6 hours, 4 to 6 hours. They use that to prehistoric people use that to hunt or gather food, go to places with foods, like mostly hunt or find fruits on the forest or something like that. And the remaining time or hours in their day is spent socializing, doing their stuff, like doing whatever they want to do, or taking a nap, and then they use the night to sleep. And the fun thing I discovered is that, unlike us today in modern times, we sleep at night, and then usually we sleep 8 hours or 6 hours to 8 hours straight. And if we wake up in between those hours, we feel really groggy and we feel that our sleep isn't enough. But what I found interesting was that before, in the prehistoric times, they sleep in two parts. So the first 4 hours is used to sleep, and then they wake up and they are awake for almost 2 hours with no light around, no light, maybe the stars in the sky. And then they use the two hours awake at night, really really dark, for reflection or thinking something, deep thinking. So they use that to use their mind for thinking. So after that, they sleep in the second part of their sleep, another 4 hours, and then they wake up in the morning and repeat the same cycle again. Hunt for men, hunt food, hunt animals, or gather fruits from the forest. I think that's what they do, and that's what the channel or the video specifically talked about. So the most fun part I realized about that video is that after the hunting and gathering of food, the remaining hours they use before sleeping in the afternoon, that 6 or more than hours they use to socialize and or do things that they really like that they really want to do. Like some are, creating um bracelets, something like that, for fun, or making arts or paintings in the wall of the cave, or everywhere, or socialize. Mostly that's what they do. I'm not a very social person, but I think people need to socialize in order to live, and everybody agrees with that. No man is an island. That's basically what life is all about. We have people around us for us to socialize and you know live with everybody, to have fun, to experience life. So, uh, in my case right now, I am working as a VA in a US interior design company. So I work at nights, and mostly people around me are already sleeping. My family is already sleeping. Most times I'm awake. Don't worry, I turned off my clock right now. So just in order to record this video, because I really want to do it to just to share my thoughts, or record this one, just to see, look at it in the future, something like that, like a journal. I want to do this like a journal, but in a video format. Sorry about that. So um that's what I've found in that video. And yeah, the most interesting part I found is the free time. That's what I want to talk really about right now. So during those free time, they don't use they don't work for anything. They just use their time to do whatever they like, to live the life that they want to live. And the fun part, or yeah, the most interesting part for me, like the struggling part, if you think about it in our modern time context, for a modern human like me, if you think about it, um that would be hard, right? That would be hard because that we are used right now to spending our free time, scrolling through our phones, scrolling through social media, or watching movies, watching Netflix or TV, or you know do some fun part that mostly involves or revolves around technology. So that's where we spend our free time right now mostly. Some go to socializing, um some also do their hobbies, which is fun. But before, they don't have anything like that. They don't have technology, they don't have computer screens, TV screens, or phones to scroll to. So what they do is spend those times socializing, and they don't think about anything like what we're thinking right now. They don't think about computer screens. I want to go to a computer screen right now and scroll through Facebook. In their time, they have no idea about that. So what they do is spend those time talking to each other. That's where and when the everything, like the myths or the history about the world or the religion, or folklore, and myths mostly, how the world got up, how the world got built. So that's their story, revolves around mostly. And traveling through different places, the imaginations of how every places looks like, that's what revolves around most of their stories. So they are storytelling a lot, socializing, storytelling a lot, thinking about traveling a lot, and um doing using their time mostly to, like example, someone before likes really to carve from wood or stone. So that one is an artist in the prehistoric time, right? So that someone uses most of his free time to do that. So I just found that really interesting, because someone like me working right now, doing things which a lot of people, most of the people right now, modern people, can relate. Working our ass off, our time. It was said in the video too, that I think 90,000 hours of our time is used during our lifetime, I guess. is used for working in an employment or a job. So our time is like borrowed from us in order for us to get money, in order for us to survive. That's the system that basically uh population or humanity have established. Before it's not like that. So they don't have they don't have any idea about employment or something like that. They do whatever they do. They gather or hunt for food whenever they feel hungry or something like that. So again, that was so interesting because if I want to relate that with my life right now I am in so much stress, I guess if you call that. I don't go to I don't go to psychiatrists or whatsoever, but I think I need to. I'm in so much life problems right now that I don't want to share this, but that I think life has become so miserable for me, and I'm sure everybody can relate. Everybody went through the same process, and a lot of strong people um, survived even through this stressful life that we're living in. So I'm in a current state, something similar to that, even though I'm grateful because I have work, which a lot of people also doesn't have. I've been into unemployment before, and it's stressful as well. But being in an employment too is stressful as well, especially if you have a lot of responsibility. And I'm smart enough to, you know, think I'm smart enough in life. I'd like to think that I'm smart enough to avoid doing something that ruins my life or puts more burden to my life. So I think I'm smart enough to avoid things that are stupid that makes my life more miserable. So even though I'm working my ass off for those responsibilities that I have right now, even though I'm doing that, even though everything sucks right now, even though I feel trapped, even though I feel like I'm in prison, um even through that, and I'm working really hard. Even though I'm doing my best, I still feel really stressed. And I can call it depression. I can call it you need to go for a psychiatrist for that, but I don't have money to do that right now. So think about it. I like to think that because I saw that video, I like to imagine what if I'm in that world, the prehistoric times. I understand that it would be really hard because I'm used to the technology right now that we're having. I'm recording this video right now using this microphone, using the camera that I'm using, the computer that I'm using in order to record this video because I am in a technological era. I use technology mostly in my life. It's my it's my pastime. But I'd like to imagine what if I live in that world? What if I live in that time that I can do whatever I want? And honestly, I'd like to do that in this current time that we are in right now, modern times. Because someone like me as a child, I know myself more than everybody else. And what I want to do is do the things that I really love. Working is not fun, but we work because we need it. And I can tell you, I don't have the statistics, but I can tell you that most people who are working in an employment, who are working in a job, um 5 6 to 9 or 5 to 8 or something, 8 to 9 to 5, something like that, working in a job, something like that. I can tell you most most of those people working really doesn't love their work. They're just doing it for survival. And I'm in the same boat. So I can tell you that someone like me who knows myself more than everybody else, I know that I want to do the things that I really love. And what are those? What? Since I was a kid, I'd like to draw a lot. I like to draw a lot. I avoid drawing from references, copying references because I think that's not fun. I draw whatever is in my mind, what I want to draw. I use what's in my imagination and put it in my hands and put it translate it to the paper. That's how I enjoy drawing. Also, I like to sing. I'm not a very good musician, but I always think that creating a music, singing something that I personally made from inspiration of different artists from the past, I think that's a very fun way to spend life without involving money. So there's the argument for that, for those things that I want to do, drawing and making a song. Even though I'm not a good songwriter, or I'm not a good musician, but I'd like to do those things. That's why I'm recording a video, because I like to record myself talking in front of the camera, and upload it. There are a lot of things more that I want to do, like go to different places, I think, or sketch the places that I've been into, which this thing specifically needs money to do so. That's why we're working, but we use those money to in order to survive or pay our bills, right? And a lot of times it's not enough. So that's what I want to do. Uh, Draw. There's also a thing uh, that is in relation to drawing that I want to do, create a manga in my free time. I kind of did it, but really, work is distracting. So it's not a complaint because I still work. I still work, but I just want to share those are the things that I want to do in order for me to say that I am really living my life right now, just like in the prehistoric times, where those people just use their time to carve things out of from stone, talk to people that they want to talk, socialize with people that they want to socialize with, or draw paintings into the cave walls. So similar to those people, that's what I want to do. Also, I'd like to get into fitness, or get into sports, really, those safe sports. I want to enter into those sports. I'm not a social person. I'd like to consider myself an introverted person more than an extroverted person. I want to spend most of my times in my room, but honestly, I also need to go outside, right? And do the things that I find really really fun. Um but it's hard to do that, honestly, and I know a lot of people can agree with me. It's not a complaint in life, because we are stuck in this system that the people really created. So so that's what I want to share. Again, it's related to the video that I saw where prehistoric people just use their time to enjoy their lives, and sadly, modern people like us, including me, the one who's recording and talking in front of you right now, including me, cannot do that anymore. We need to we need to spend our lives, most of our lives, working, our time getting taken from us, in return of money for us to survive, which is a smart way. I think this job thing that we have right now is a smart way to survive without getting into a very, very, very hard labor life like in the past. Hunting is not a safe thing. It's a very dangerous job, right? In the past, in the prehistoric times. So hunting is dangerous, but in our current lifestyle right now, sitting in front of our computer working it is a safer way to live our lives. But honestly, I just want, I just, that's a trade off for our time, for our free time, for us to do the things that we love, like those things that I love that I mentioned to you. This is a trade off in the safety and the food that we have right now, processed foods, all available in the market. We don't need to gather. We don't need to hunt for those. If we have the money we use, because we the money we gain because we're working, we can just buy those things. But mostly our time got taken from us. That's the trade-off of this comfortable life that we have right now. I'd say comfortable because if we imagine ourselves in the past, living in the prehistoric times, that's not a very comfortable life. That's you like looking left or right, because there might be predators hunting for me, or I might get hungry, really hungry tomorrow if I don't hunt. That's not the same right now. So there are advantages, mostly the advantages. That's why I'm saying it's not a complaint, because I understand the value of modern times right now. We are living in a life that is progressive, but life the definition is life for me got taken from us, because I think the definition of life is freedom to do whatever we like to do. And job is surely not working in a job is surely not the thing that we like to do most in our lives. And sadly, we're stuck in it. We have to use most of our time working because we're stuck in the system. This is a trade-off of having a comfortable life. This is a trade-off our time, and yeah, our freedom to use our time to live the life that we want to live. And a lot of people says that you just work hard enough in order for you to get the free time that you want. But when and how high is the possibility of that happening, even though if you're working really really hard in this system? There's a very low chance of you getting that free life that you want to do by just working. You need to be smart and be lucky. You need to be lucky. Like there are people who hit really lucky in life, that they are now enjoying their lives, doing whatever they want to do in their free time, because they've been placed into the position that they can do so. Example are I don't wanna pinpoint people in that category. So, but you know what I mean. There are people who got who got hit lucky in life, and they're now living their lives to the fullest. But I just want to say that there are still things that we have to be thankful for. Again, one of that is this comfortable living that we have right now. But again, we humans are prone to complaining or seeing the bad things in life, because we are a survival species. We always see the danger in lives. And right now the danger in life I think is depression, stress, and the the constant validation that we need, the constant telling ourselves that we need to be really productive in order for us to feel our lives. So I coded this from the video that I watched. I coded this and I put this in my Facebook story. I'd like to read it for you. This one. On the last part. I just want to read it so you guys can hear it. Also watch that video once I upload it already in my in the details of this video. So here it is. Existing without needing to justify your existence. existing without needing to justify your existence through productivity. Productivity. Again, existing without needing to justify your existence through productivity. That's what basically the life before in the prehistoric times. And I am really glad because I am I am aware of the progression that the world is going through. Progression of the world is going through right now through technology. I think the same thing can be achieved again using technology if it is used in a very good way, in that very positive way, which is hard to do. But if it is used in that very positive way again, I think that life can be achieved again. Having our time not taken away from us, living our lives, doing whatever we do, and not having to justify our existence through productivity, job or work. I think we can still achieve that, more of that, if we use technology, if we use the technology positively. So I but right now, yeah, that's my rant. And honestly, this is just basically my rant in life. And I'm sorry that you have to be the bearer of this very depressing story or rant that I want to tell you. But yeah, this is me just yapping about here. I need to. I also want to share that I barely have any friends. Not because not because I think I'm a douchebag or an ugly person to be with. I think I don't want to tell it. I don't want to share it, but I think I'm decent enough to be with around, but I'm really picky with choosing friends. I'm really picky, so that end up, with me having really less friends. I have ones, but very far away from me right now. So, uh that's why also that I enjoy doing this, recording videos, talking about whatever what I want to talk about, because I think I can communicate. I can communicate. And I'd like to imagine that I'm living in the prehistoric times, also communicating with the people I'm around with through you guys, through you watching this video, if you ever watch this video. So if not, that's fun. That's all right. Uh, this is mostly just like a journal for me, just like a journal. So thank you for watching if ever you watch this video, and that's it.